Hi FPL managers, welcome to FPL Team Talk. In this video we're going to have a look at some watchlist players that you might be interested in. You should perhaps be thinking about bringing in for next game week. Remember, it's only a short game week as well. It starts on Friday. So these are players we need to have a conversation about. We need to act pretty soon, not enough time to think about them in too much depth, but we're going to do that for you. We're going to do a statistical analysis of 5 different players and whether they should be brought in as a transfer, give you an edge in your mini leagues, or just improve your overall rank. The 5th one's probably my favourite one, but let's have a look, guys, and see what you think of them as much as I like them. Okay, first thing, don't forget to subscribe. Just helps the channel out no end. Remember, you can always change your mind later on if you want. We're going to go into more statistical analysis later on in the week in terms of looking at players like Lukaku and whether perhaps he should be a long-term option. What should we do with him? So hit that subscribe button, get notified of anything we're doing. First player up then is Nathan Redmond, 5.9 million, 0.41 XGI, started the last 5 games, 0.1% owned. That's ridiculously low for a player who's stated as a midfielder, but he is playing up front for Southampton at the moment. Got an assist in the last game. Does worry me a little bit the fact that he's only got 3 shots inside the box this season. That is a worry if I'm honest, but XGI is pretty good. Those fixtures are what really swing things around for me and to whether I'm interested in or not. 3 of the next 4 games, green fixtures, only one tough one mixed in there. So him playing up front, I think the fact he started the last 5 games, he is an option. Southampton's fixtures have been quite tough so far this season. I don't think the fact that they've only got 1 win on the board reflects their performances. They've gone to Man City and draw Manchester United at home, but their problems have been scoring goals. So that's a concern. But looking at his stats, XGI looks good. The fact he's 1% owned really jumps out to me, and those green fixtures look really nice as well. So he's one that's on my radar. I'm not sure I'm prepared to jump on him just yet, but as a differential, he looks like a really nice option. Talking of differentials and nice options, 5.5, even cheaper, another midfielder playing up front with green fixtures. Brentford, tough game against Leicester coming up, but after the game again, you've got the Norwich game, you've got Burnley, Newcastle. He's shooting from everywhere. He's got 19 shots, 13 inside the box. He has started every single game. He's got a great XGI of 0.53 per 90 minutes. He looks really nice. And you've got to remember, Brentford just scoring and causing all the top sides problems, including beating West Ham the other week. So he looks brilliant. He's obviously getting more points for any goals he scores because he's playing in midfield, but he's obviously playing up front. He looks just an absolute steal. And I'd say over the next 4 weeks, I'm not sure whether he'd be a must-have, but for that price, he's an enabler. And he's someone that I'd want. I'm not sure I'd want to go into those games without him. He just looks such a threat, and the fact that he's hit the post 6 times just shows us how close he is to becoming not just a sort of an almost asset, but to just being a really valuable asset. So Brian Mbeumo, definitely someone I want to be looking at closely. This is a bit of a thrown it out there, Armando Broja, and the only reason why, I suppose 2 reasons why I'll be looking at him. One is those fixtures Southampton, as we've already mentioned with Redmond, are so nice, but he is just 5 million. To find a striker playing up front and scoring, he scored for Albania, obviously scored the goal against Leeds, which would, given Southampton's problem scoring up front, would at least give him a start in the next game or 2. He's having lots of shots, 6 inside the box, but we've just got such a small sample size, so it feels like a real knee-jerk action to bring him in. But if you're an Armstrong owner, like myself, with him now scoring, it's a very easy transfer to move across from Armstrong to Broja and save myself $1 million. So that's tempting and a very good option. So for that reason, Broja, he's definitely on my list because Armstrong won't be playing while he's scoring and in the side. So I'm definitely up for Broja. The other one then, we're looking at Ethan Pinnock. Brentford, once again, we know those fixtures look so nice. He started every game so far for Brentford. 0.22 goal involvement expected. He's not the most attacking, impressive stats, but he has got a goal and assist this season. What's nice is about these 4.6. And Brentford's defence is just being sort of overlooked a bit, really, for the fact that they are the 3rd best defence in the Premier League in terms of expected goals against. That's really impressive. So with those green fixtures coming up, they've obviously played some tough games. You just would expect some clean sheets potential from the likes of Pinnock coming up. My only issue with them, I guess, is that with so many good value midfielders, a lot of money has been pumped into defence with double Man City and Chelsea, and people wanting the likes of Trent. It's hard to fit someone like Pinnock into that side. Who do you drop? People with Livramento are pleased with his returns, so it's difficult to see. But if I was looking to move to a cheaper defender to raise funds for a premium elsewhere, for the next 4 games, I don't think you could look much further than Pinnock. He looks a good option. Okay, so we come to the last one, which is one of my favourites, Youri Tielemans. 0.35 expected goal involvement. Nothing wildly impressive. His fixtures look quite nice. He has played every minute this season, 6.4 million. So he's not as cheap as some of the other assets out there. He's got 2 goals and 2 assists, so he has been contributing more than a few of the others. His actual goal involvement has exceeded his expected goal involvement, so his sort of goal involvement is half every game. What I was interested in when I looked at Youri Tielemans was, what's changed? Is he been the same asset he has been the last couple of seasons? And the answer was that, and is an expected goal involvement of 0.35 this year. Last year it was only 0.16. Year before that, 0.25. Nothing to write home about at all. So it was higher, but I did think, well, maybe that's just a bit of an anomaly. We've only played 8 games this season. Let's have a look at his shots. 2.4 on average per 90 minutes he's getting out. 0.6 of those are inside the box. That is quite a bit higher than previous seasons. So far this season, he is playing a much more forward role, it seems. He's getting more shots off, getting into the box more. So if that is the case, suddenly for playing for Leicester in a more advanced position, does he become a bit more of a potential asset to own? His fixtures look pretty good as well. There's only one tough one in there. But because it's Leicester as well, and there's such a potent attacking force, which we saw the weekend with Manchester United, I don't mind which fixtures they're playing. If Youri Tielemans is in that side, there's always going to be the potential for goals. So for Youri Tielemans, it's the price that possibly puts me off. He's played every minute of every game for Leicester this season in the Premier League. He only got rest of the FL Cup and in one of the Europa Leagues. But with the Europa League now having to sort of be more of a priority for Leicester, you wonder, having lost and drawn their first 2 games, does he start getting rested in the Premier League and being prioritised in that? Don't know. So there's a question mark there. But he's one to think about. I'm not sure I'll be prepared to jump on him because I just think at the moment there's better, cheaper options like Mbeumo out there. But he's one to keep on the radar. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please press that subscribe button if you want more content and to be notified when it comes out. In the meantime, drop any comments below and I shall speak to you soon.